Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at the incredible world of SpaceCraft by Mark Watt, the awesome Granular synth. It just does so much cool stuff. This will be like a full tutorial as well, but also a demonstration of some of the awesome things you can do with samples, and in particular field recordings. You know, we're doing a lot of field recordings now. And when we do field recordings, they end up in the Patreon rewards folder. So if you're not a patron and you want to grab all these cool samples, that's what you will need to do. If not, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. All these samples will be available to buy eventually when I've got a great big mega pack of them. Anyway, look, SpaceCraft. SpaceCraft is an AUV3 that allows you to load. It works in standalone as well. You can load 2 samples in, and you can have either sample on or off, and you've got control. We can have it synced up. I haven't got these synced up, but all you need to do to sync them to AUM is just hit sync here when you click on this little gear icon. And there's lots more things we can do, like we can change the color. As you can see, I've got 3 of them at the moment, which will probably be enough for this demo. And I'm just going to quickly give you an idea of the cool stuff you can do. So this is an imported sample. It's just basically a one shot of an acoustic guitar. Now, explanations here. I know that I recorded this sample in C, so I just imported the one sample. I will show you how to import your samples and everything, right? If I switch these off on a sequencer, that's just triggering a C note. This here is sample length, grain, this is the LFO. Now, it's not going to make lots of difference with a sample like this because it's a one shot, but if we slow this down, don't forget you can have this synced up to the tempo of the host, but watch what happens to that line here. And this is stretching across the entire sample. We can focus in, and if you want to know what's going on at any time, just hit this little question mark and you can see what the LFO is doing. So faster is up, slower, move less, and move more. Well, this applies to both of these engines. So here's your reverb. I'll do it on this one. And the reverb also has a low pass and a high pass filter. Low pass, high pass, reverb. This here is your tuning, so in the middle it's fine. Double click to reset. And then as we move over, this is chorus. And as we move over to the right, ring modulation. This is your volume. You'll see this line will move down as well. So you can do that here. And this is scanning through the wave. This is the cool part. This is the sequencer. So you can set different, let's turn that down a little bit. You can set different scales. If we go into settings here, and it's duplicated, same for each engine. You can set a different scale for each engine, everything's independent. Open this, and this is on Japanese Iwato. So click on here, and choose, say, perfect fifth. So you won't hear anything, I've only got one note playing. So let's go to, say, minor pentatonic, right? And if we close this now, you'll see that there's only a few here, but some of these will have a lot in. So octave, very cool, eh? Now this is a field recording sample, and it's Joe rummaging through some pots. See, the LFO is, well, we could track across the entire sample. We could move through, and we can decrease and increase the grain. You've also got the sequencer as well, for some interest. And the ring mod, of course. Okay. Very cool. So let's just mute those. Now, this is a preset I've saved. If we open this here, okay, at the bottom here, you'll see I have 4 patches made. This one is called the Rattler. So if I click it again, I'll be back to my original, which had the Japanese scale, which is very cool. I like that. And the way this is set up as well, of course. So now, what we can do is, just for now, let's turn this down so you can hear what I'm saying. Let's go in here. These are the samples that we can use. These are my imported samples. I'm going to import another sample now. So I'm just going to go import sample. I'm going to go to audio show where all the samples are. And I'm going to go to, let's see, I think one called Cutting Machine. This is one of the ones that I put in yesterday to the Patreon rewards folder. So if you want that. So we've got this here. I'm going to choose this sample and it'll put it in here somewhere, or wherever it's gone. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it here. Machines eating. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to load this into the top one. So top and bottom. Okay, so it's color defined. So I'm going to load this into this top one here. Okay, and you'll see it's gone in. And then I'm going to go and import another sample from a different one. Maybe I'll use sample pack number 6, and I will do this one, church bells. Okay, now I'll have church bells imported in here somewhere. So Cornwall church bells, I'm going to load this into the second one. What I'm going to do now is exit this, and now I can make any adjustments I like to the sound. So we'll start with something very, very, very basic. We'll take all of these out, so we're just hearing one sample being triggered. Now, of course, these aren't pitched, so it won't really matter. And we'll have everything kind of slower. We'll slow this down. We'll take this into somewhere in the region where we can hear it. Take this. And let's increase the LFO. slow it down. Let's increase the LFO for this. And let's switch off the root. And we've got lots of area to play with. Now all your parameters are exposed in case you want to modulate these with a different LFO. And what we're going to do now is save. So open this, save session, preset and audio, and we'll just call this church bells that cut, and then hit save. Okay, and now in our change our user preset here, and then just go back to so other cool settings you can do as well. If we go in here, we can change the LFO type, so you've got both of these for either or. But you can go in and change the LFO type, the reverb size, so you can decrease the reverb size, the reverb damping. You can have different sign. You can have a saw wave, a triangle, sine, inverted saw wave, pulse, and random, and smooth random for the LFO. I mean, sine is really nice, but you can try different ones. You've got your grain attack here. Again, like I said, you've got sync. And if I go into here, we've got sync. And if I close these now, you will see that it says host has stopped. Press play. We need to bring up the volume, of course. Now you see all the LFO is synced. This is why I quite like, for more experimental stuff, I like the LFO not to be synced. So what's going on with this one? Now you'll see, I'll show you something cool you can do with rhythmic stuff as well, right? So we've got this patch here, which I'm not sure is... Right, this one's called Creature Feature. Now, you won't see the church one because I'd need to close and open it again. But if I was to say, do this, do this, do this, audio unit, SpaceCraft, open it up, let's just double tap it to open it. And remember the last color that was set, so the third one along was this color. But anyway, that doesn't make any difference to choosing the preset. We could go and see there, and you'll see our church bells is now in there. What was this song? Creature Feature. Okay. So let's replace this one here. Oh yeah, let me just show you as well about changing the color. Open this, then tap this, and then you can go, right, I can set the color scheme to whatever you like, sort of thing. Let's leave it on that just for now. Right, so let's go in here and put another. In fact, what I'm going to do is, I don't like that color, so I'm just gonna, sorry, just do that, the default one for this, and close that. I'm going to change this patch here. Close this. So what I'm going to do is go in here, and I'll change the name of the preset so I haven't lost anything, you know. So let's just go import audio, go to audio share. I'm going to go down to, say, you can put any samples in a SpaceCraft folder as well. But yeah, I mean, there's only one sample in there, so it doesn't matter. So scissors and more. Let's see what we've got here. We've got some scissors. Scissors 7. Let's use that. And let's find it here. So here, scissors 7. I'm going to place it in the bottom one. You see immediately it will disappear. So now we've got to go back all the way here. Let's just move it back to our thing. And I'm just going to, this is like a really percussive sound, so. Do some interesting things. So let's change the top one now. Let's import a new one. I think. Maybe something from, don't forget these are all in Patreon. Loading top one. Don't know why the waves look like that in here. That might be a bug, because they're certainly not like that. So let's go save. Scissors and rain. Okay. And now we've got another new patch. Lower notes, you see. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay. So here's another one. See, the waves should look like this. I don't know why they came out looking like they did. So let's open, in fact, let's just open a new one. Let's go audio, and that's by default, I guess. So audio unit extension, SpaceCraft. Brilliant. Let's see what's going on here. Just double tap to open. Now I'm just going to see what's happening with these waveforms. I'm going to open up this and choose this one, no, this one, and load it into the top section. Oh, it looks fine now. I'm going to import audio. Let's see, got some ambient effects. Let's try this one. These from MobileMusicPro. Let's open this. And yeah, I'm going to open this one. Boom, and let's see what that sounds like. It's nice. Take some of that bass out. Cool. And let's slow the volume for now. Let's get something in here. So let's go import audio. Audio share. It's so interesting that I can't tell you, it's just such good fun. Let's see, that's what we got in sample pack 4 here. Oh, lid spin down might be fun. Lid spin down, select it and load it into the second engine. Okay. Sample's a bit quiet to be fair. Let's go to where it stopped. The reverb's really good. It creates this like mad lushness when it's fully open. Oh, let's do something with this now. So cool. Excuse me. Save session and audio. Okay. Just lovely. So don't forget, if you want it to be synced to the host, you have to engage sync. But I kind of like for this kind of stuff, the more free running vibe. Let's do one more. I'm going to do like a more, let's see if we can get something a little bit more kind of melodic so you can understand a bit more about the sequences. So anyway, we got a default patch. And I think you can pretty much import any length of WAV file. Like, I haven't encountered any problems with importing particular sizes. I've never had it come up and say it's too much, you know, sort of thing. So, okay, so let's go import audio and go to our audio share drive and go down to TR one shot here. And maybe I'm gonna look for, I don't know, some sort of organ sound. Doesn't really matter which one it is. Just find it there, organ, and load into the top. And just have a quick mess around with that for a sec. All right, I'm going to start with it being right here. Perfect. So, and I know it's a C, so we're going to be, I'm happy with that as a sample. And this is what, people don't very often use SpaceCraft melodically as well, but when you can load it into the AUV3 slot, you can have melodics on the top sort of thing, and then blend in one of your more experimental ones into the background to create some more kind of cool textures and stuff. Anyway, let's do this. Let's go in here and go import audio and look for something maybe. Again, I'm going to go with audio shell. That's where all my samples are. Well, it's the easiest place to get them from. What's this? Percussion. Let's see what we've got. Some interesting percussion things going on here. I'm not 100% sure how they sound, so we'll just have to see. And we'll load it into this one here, and just see what's going on with this. Let's open it up all the way. And did I load the same? I think I might have loaded the same one in there. Hang on a minute. Just let me go back here. Look for one that says, oh yeah, I didn't change it. So it should be same percussion. So here we go. Percussion and load in here. Here we go. This is perfect for what I meant to show you. So stop the LFO. So it's right on it here. We'll decrease this so it's even less. I'll increase the volume. Okay, and this time we'll go in here and we'll switch sync on for both of these. And what will happen now, it's a bit quiet, that one. Let's find a better sample for there. So we don't need to change anything, so import audio. Maybe something in the scissors pack. Oh, not scissors. Perfect. Probably not the most perfect sample to use for that neither. So let's try again. I'll do it. I'll just make this. I should have like normalized the samples before I put them in. How cool is that? Seriously though. And then of course that'll stop, but this won't because we had this synced up. Now remember, okay guys, thanks very much for watching. If you're watching on a Premiere, thank you so much. And I will if strike the like and all that cool stuff, subscribe, consider becoming a patron if you're not patron. I'll play around with the session for a little bit. How did we end up with five of them? Awesome stuff. But my preference is to kind of have it free running other than synced up. It's great in standalone mode as well. You know, it works the same, except you've just got your two to work with, sort of thing. In fact, what I will do to finish off is I will just run through a bunch of presets for you. It's more interesting anyway, because you've heard how these have been made. Brilliant. I don't think I saved that one, did I? So we saved this one. Maybe I need to increase that, but I'm not going to bother saving that one. But yeah. I'll open up a fresh one and blast through a load of patches for you for the next few minutes. Anyway, brilliant. SpaceCraft by Mark Watt. Really marvelous. It's granular synth, but you can do so much cool stuff with the sequencer and the effects. Don't forget your reverb and your filtering is here. This is your pitch control for coarse, fine, and then ring modulation. This is your sequencer. Don't forget you go a gazillion scales to choose from. Yeah, and that's kind of it. And this is your kind of wave manipulation area. You know, you've got your volume and then scanning through the wave. Anyway, let's do this, shall we? First of all, we'll listen to a couple of mine. I'll turn the microphone down now, guys. Thanks so much. Bless you all. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later. Ta-da. I should say, you also, if you go into settings here, you have an envelope control. You can have it switched on or off.